Welcome back to the Royal County of Berkshire show and the British Showjumping Business Partnership International Stairway Series final. Not just show jumping, but all sorts of entertainment here in all of the rings, from the coaching through to the bands to everything to keep the family entertained. Well, lots to be decided here at the final, rounds taking place all around the country, and the man who's featured so much of them is Will Funnell, with two terrific horses, Billy Angelo and Kepi Dell. Sadly, after a short illness, Kepi Dell passed away, and a huge loss to the Funnell yard. But all the protagonists are going to be in action here. Philip Miller, Tim Davis, they're all challenging for those top spots. And Philip Miller brings forward once again the terrific grey that is Kuriti Azet.
It was very good beginning of the year, and then he sort of went up a bit off the boil. Not in anything desperate, just they get a bit tired. So he's had a bit of a rest at home, and he's come back and he's been good again. So I won the Stairway at Norfolk, and he's been placed quite a few times. So just see what happens.
We certainly will. And his key challenger for the title this year is the man from Suffolk, Tim Davis, and Valentino, horse he's produced, and it's a superstar.
He's only 9 this year, so for me, I was definitely going to do the Stairways and the international trials to sort of carry on from what he did last year. So that was always my aim, to do that. I just wanted for him to get experience and to build on what he'd learnt last year.
Well, friends, outside the ring, but inside the ring, the gloves will be off to decide this year's title.
If he's going to win it, it's his it's his time to do it again. If he doesn't, then perhaps it's my turn. But I'm not worried either way. There are other shows to do, so good luck to him, really, if he does it.
Philip, then what are you going to do to get the win today? Then, do you think?
Lock Tim's in the stable. No, I have to win today, but
that's why
who knows what happens. But that's
why I think if you do win, he deserves to do it, because it is winning any Stairway or getting even clear is a big ask.
For round one, well, it was a big course set, and it was also a big challenge as the weather played its part. A little all over the place, we had a bit of everything, including absolutely chucking it down. But 5 clears came through from round one, and they will battle it out for this year's title. And fittingly in the final, 5 names that have featured throughout the season: Tim Davis, Sean Price, Tina Fletcher, winner here last year, Philip Miller challenging for the title, and David McPherson Chamberlain's at that World Championship combination. Tim Davis then starts us off with Valentino. They've won all around the country this season. Back at the Suffolk show, well, they picked up a car as well, amongst a whole host of other prizes for winning the top classes there. And this one has certainly caught the eye in the last few seasons and just continues to grow. The conditions here not the easiest, bit of cut in the ground now. They take it a little carefully as they come round this course, but they've been courses all set to international standards. Combinations in this series also being talent spotted for future British teams. Many of the riders have featured as part of those teams the last few seasons. Phil Ashworth, course designer here this season, plenty of chances to really get a gallop on around the big ring here at Berkshire, and certainly does that. A delighted Tim Davis gives his horse a pat, once again jumping clear. Very good round from them. Crowd taking cover but watching on well. Really does fly on through there. 49.23 is the target set by Tim Davis and Valentino. Well, now to Tina Fletcher. Hello Unique was winner with Hello Sailor here last year. Of course, this horse that came into her string at the tail end of 2010, formerly produced by Anna Edwards. Tina based not too far at all from the showground here at Berkshire. And again, there's big prize money on offer as well. A good few thousand to the winner of the class. Throughout the series, the winner of the series picks up £10,000 worth of ranking points, which can lift them right up the rankings, give them a chance to get in many more of the top international shows around the world. That can be so important. Also, the wild card for the Horse of the Year show. Well, Tina's in good form again, and again it's quick. 48.32 takes over the lead. Tina Fletcher and Hello Unique out in front now. Can they take the win here at Berkshire for a second year in a row? Crowd all nicely undercover as Philip Miller and Kariti RZ come in again. This is a horse and rider that have grown throughout the series. Philip who rides for the stable of Di and Penny Cornish. This one owned by Nigel Eccles as well. And they're great string of horses, great supporters of the county show circuit. Let's take them all around Great Britain. This one featuring many times in the placings, very rarely out of them. As Philip said, they've had a little bit of an up and down year. I think at this point of the year, now very much full of confidence once again. Back to the last, and it looks good so far. Over the last, well, it goes. 47.33, and it's quicker on the clock, but 4 there for Philip Miller. Kariti RZ, just see him coming into the last, comes quite tight to this one. Just takes the back bar off, goes into third. That one fence down making such a difference, 47.33. David McPherson, Chamberlain Z, won the first of the qualifiers of the season on a different horse, Leonidas, back at Devon. Chamberlain Z, a horse that went to the World Championships last season, has then started to feature early on in the Nations Cup Series, and has been balanced between both international and national series for development. Turns tightly there, balanced all the time. Not pushing, not chasing. Done in a great rhythm. Pings that one. Now turns up to the last. Neatly done so far, and very well done. Sharp as anything over the last. It's a very good round. 47.28 to take the lead and the win for David McPherson and Chamberlain Z. There we see the confirmation of it. Just tapped that one, but it was all A-OK, and there's the confirmation. David McPherson wins, Tina Fletcher in second, Tim Davis in third, in certainly not the easiest of conditions. The rain's still coming down as we go to the presentation, and Ian Graham, Chief Executive of British Showjumping, presents to David McPherson.
You have to be a little bit careful on this ground because it is greasy and slippery. Normally very hard, but actually a little bit of cut today, but still slippery, so be careful on the corners. And to be honest with you, my lad here, since the ball, I had a real hiccup there, and it's kind of been a hiccupy season with him. And he just seems to have regained himself, so I wasn't trying any heroics. And he's that kind of a character. When he fights for you, he's fabulous. When he goes against you, you've got a headache. And yeah, I think we're nearly there now. It feels very good, I must say.
And how about the overall series? Well, it was a win for Philip Miller, and only just by a point from William Funnell. And then Tim Davis finishing down in third place overall. Tim Davis, though, not going home empty-handed. He picked up the wild card qualifier for the international classes at the Horse of the Year show. And Philip Miller, well, he picks up all those valuable points to take him right up the rankings table. And we'll see a lot more of this combination in 2012.
I should have maybe come off the corner a bit more to it and dared him a bit more instead of being a bit cautious. But, you know, it could have gone. If I'd have done that and he had it down, it's one of them things, but he jumped fantastic.